Hey everyone, so in this tutorial we are going to see how to write a program to find factorial of a given number in Java. So to start, let's define our factorial function. We may make it public so that it is accessible to the other classes. Public, it should return has an integer number, so public int, and we may name it factorial. And let's put a parameter so that it should accept some numbers, integer. Let's say this is the number that we will give to the function. And now for the factorial, there are some conditions, like factorial of 0 equals to 1. As we can see here, factorial of 0 equals to 1. Factorial of n, like let's say it's 1 or 2, will be equal to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, and so on. So we need to give a condition at the beginning to verify if the number is 0 or what. So let's say if n equals to 0, then it should return 1. So this satisfies the first condition, like if n equals to 0, it should return 1. Otherwise, if n is greater than 0, then it should come for this condition, like n factorial equals to n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, and so on. So in this case, it should return n into fact n minus 1. No, it's factorial, the name of the function, sorry. Okay, so this is the second condition. So the first condition, if n is 0, it will return has. Factorial of 0 is 1. Otherwise, it will find the factorial, like it will do n into n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3, and so on. So now let's go and get input from the user. Like let's come to this side of the main, and we have to feed some input to the program. So for that purpose, I'm using the scanner class to get the input from the user. So we need to create an object of type scanner. So this will allow me to get input from the user. And let's see, I need a variable which will store the number that the user will type. So int n, let's say two variables, one which will store the number that the user will type, and the second variable is the one that will get the return from this function. So int n, and let's say result. Okay, so now let's get input from the user. After this, and now since we got the number from the user, let's feed this number, let's pass this number to our factorial function so that it finds the factorial. So for that purpose, we need to create an object of type factorial so that we access this function. factorial fact factorial. And now we can use the object fact. And here we have our function factorial, and has parameter, it takes any integer number, so we put it our n. So this factorial function, as you can see, it returns a value. It returns either 1 or it returns either the factorial of the number if the number is greater than 0. So we have our variable result, so let's get the number that is returned and storable result. And now we may display the result, the output to the user. No, it's result, sorry. So this is called recursive function, because within the factorial function we are again calling the same function. Like within the factorial function we are calling the same function. This is why it's called a recursive function. So let's execute and see what's the output we will get. Suppose factorial of 4, we know the result is 24. So factorial equals to 24. Let's try 0. Factorial equals to 1. Let's try different value like 6. Yes, so this is how you can write a program using a recursive function to find factorial for a given number n.